other song.
Every time that I try, I can't get it right. I thought you were the one to stay by my side.
Yeah, he liked this song.
Seems like you never hear me.
Hey, for real.
The more I talk, you scream. Feels like we're strangers when we sleep at night. Oh, the more I try to love you, the more you wanna fight. Hey, I thought you were the one, but you're telling me we're done. See, it's not right, but it's okay. I'm gonna make it anyway. See you back my best, baby, up and leave. Don't want you even next to me. See, I'm all caught up, lost and confused. Don't know why I even mess with you. See, I once was blind.
Hey, Drew. I'm so glad you're here. Let's talk.
Sure.
Do you submit your music to the Nintendo Xbox? Why not?
I don't know. I be doing so much other stuff. I be wanting to, but I just be doing so much
I've
other
been
stuff.
wanting to do that. And even try to get it like as transitions on like Netflix shows and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how to do that. That's what I've been trying to work on. Yeah, because my song is a perfect Issa Rae transition song. Or like, you know what I mean? Or like a
I want to hear it.
Oh,
She
yeah.
got a video to it on there. On YouTube.
Yeah, I definitely, if you want it, I'll let you go around. Okay.
NSR.
That's on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
You talking about that one?
Don't come for me?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's be. Oh, that song goes to everybody else.
Oh, yeah. No, for real. No, for real. I love you. Because that's something like I've been wanting to do. That's my main goal.
Y'all say y'all hello.
Hello.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to No Static Radio, featuring Situation Changes Radio. I am one of your hosts, Andrew versus Drew B.
And you got your girl, Queen Ray.
And we are missing one of our homeboys, H. Chapo, but he will be in the building soon. Thank everybody for tuning in to our first show, our pilot. Get up for yourselves. Yay!
Woo.
It is Hump Day Wednesday, starting off on Tuesday. Don't forget to check us out every Wednesday on nonstaticradio.net at 2 o'clock till 4 o'clock. We'll be here giving you everything from topics to music. We're going to be playing games. We're going to be eating food. We're going to be doing all type of messy and just stuff. You know, just stuff. We're going to be doing stuff. So let's make sure you're here with us every Wednesday, 2 to 4.
We're going to try out Black Label liquors, too.
Ooh.
Oh, yes. That's one of my favorites.
Yes.
Black Label liquors.
I love a good libation.
Okay.
That's a good meal. That's the party starter.
So we're just going to, I guess, bring up the show and let you know a little bit about us and what we're going to do. Once again, like I said, my name is Andrew versus Drew B. We're going to just be talking about some topics, relationship topics.
Relationships.
I like relationships sometimes. Friendships.
Only in the wintertime.
Only in the wintertime? What do you mean?
Only in the wintertime.
What happens in the winter?
Because, you got time to actually be in it. Summertime is hot. Summer.
So summertime relationships. Why do women don't like to be touched in the summertime? I'm confused.
It's not about being touched. It's just about it's not about being touched at all. Like I don't care about that or not. Because as long as you ain't AC, you can touch me. It's okay.
Well, if it's not AC and it's hot.
I'm not being. I mean, what is hot? Like, are we in a resort somewhere type hot?
You in bed?
No,
you want to cuddle?
I would never be in a relationship in the summertime in somebody's bed. That's a red flag. Because why don't you have AC? Oh, it's 2023. I don't trust you.
I don't trust you. It's crazy.
It's 2023. I'm not doing no struggle love anymore. I'm not struggling with you in no AC. You gotta have a unit. You can have a unit. I ain't even saying have like central air or something. Come on.
Struggle up.
And I'm plus size. I can't.
So that's what it is. All right, so that's what, I didn't want to say nothing. I was like, I want somebody to bring it up first. So is that what it is?
Well, it plays a big role in it. So, yeah, because I got a husband, he's a color, and I be like, man, ain't he a sweater? I'm like,
Ain't he a sweater?
No, we got a fan all year round. And I'm like, look, like, you know, we could do this separate bed thing, you know, but I don't think you want to.
Listen, okay?
Ooh-wee.
My uncle and auntie lasted like 40 years, and they had a two-family. He had his upstairs, and she had her downstairs.
Wow.
And like I said, they were married for 40 years. Well, probably 40-plus years. I don't even know if I'm giving the right date, but I know for a fact they've been married for a very long time. And separate, you know, living quarters do not sound bad. Definitely if you out here telling me you don't want AC.
No, separate living quarters don't sound bad as long as we can communicate and we ain't doing nothing wrong.
Oh, yeah, that part. Yeah. We got the same house, you know. I could just knock on the door, baby, what are you doing?
Do they sleep together?
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, I would love to have my own upstairs. We go to bed together. Oh, man.
Yeah. And some days I might not want to. Like, you know, sometimes you might fall asleep downstairs in your recliner. It's okay. I'll put a cover down there.
That's more. Thank you. So the idea behind this, us doing this radio show, we are the situation changers. Everything we do, we try to build and everlast someone's situation, try to change the situation for the better. And now it's up to you to keep it that way, but we do try to point you in the right direction, try to give you some words of encouragement, try to do anything and everything we can to change the situation. So with this, we want to bring people on the show, interview people who change people's lives or who might need their lives changed. We just want to touch people in the right way and things that's right. We want to open up our platform to independent artists, music, things of that sort. That sound good?
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
Sound good. And we are artists ourselves. Queen Ray is a wonderful artist. She's an outstanding artist. If you want to give them some of your information.
Yes, guys. You guys can follow me on Instagram at Soulcentric21. Alrighty, SOULCENTRIC 21, and you can find me on all music platforms at Queen Ray. And my new single, Don't Come For Me, guys, you have to go download it. It's such a vibe, and you won't be disappointed.
Okay, that was short and sweet. And you can also check me out at Andrew vs. Drew B. That's Andrew _VS_DRUB at Instagram, and also follow us on Instagram at Situation Changers for all your updates and all your event selections. We got a big event thing going on right now. We're doing this thing called Runway to Vegas, where we're going to different cities and states, and we're giving an artist and a comedian, whoever wins the contest, we are flying them out to Vegas for the shows in Vegas October 6th and October 8th. So make sure that you guys are paying attention to what's going on out here, because we're doing big things for y'all. Big things popping. Wow. Our next show is in Detroit, July the 22nd. In Detroit. We will be in Cleveland August 1st. August 1st is the Cleveland show. And then we got, what we got next? Myrtle Beach. Then we got Fort Lauderdale. Then we got Orlando, all leading to Vegas.
Let's go. Come on. You're such an inspiration.
No, you're an inspiration.
No, you're really going to change the game, man. I hope you know that. Situation changers.
So I say, I want us to be like the next South by Southwest, coast to coast type thing.
Oh yeah, and we will.
That's the vision. You know, and people were like, "Hey, I want to." So I ain't gonna tell you all the plans, but yeah, we gonna be flying people out 2 times a year, all year. That's the plan, to fly people out. If you say you'll never go nowhere, we gonna make sure that you go where we going. So we got 2 people with tickets already to Vegas. We got 14 more flights to go.
Wow.
7 more cities. We out here. And we got this big thing coming up in October. Queen Ray's going to be hosting the Ladies Night Game Show, a big game show for the ladies. We're going to have vendors, maybe not big performers, but we're going to have vendors for sure. Ladies, everything ladies. So make sure y'all keep up with that.
Yes, guys. I will make sure that I keep you guys posted and updated. You guys will not be disappointed.
And we'll have some No Static Radio crew there doing interviews.
Oh my goodness, yes. And actually, I'm trying to get Droopy over here to make sure I get it Halloween thing. So I need you guys to bring your costumes, because what is a world without wearing your costume? Okay.
Whoop, whoop. That's definitely going to be October 28th, Ladies Day Game Show, Halloween edition. Make sure y'all, so we put it out there right now. So I know somebody here that they're going to try to do something too, blah, 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 blah. But we doing it October 28th, Ladies' Day edition, Halloween. Make sure you come out with all your little freaky dicky outfits on.
Freaky dicky. Oh my goodness. Ladies, come as you are, okay? Do not listen to him.
Freaky dicky. I can't do about that. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Freaky buzz. Yeah. But yeah, y'all, we just want to have a lot of fun with this show. Like I said, we're just going to do a lot of great things. Hopefully we satisfy your entertainment needs. We're just some goofy people who just want to change the world in our own way.
That part.
I got a question.
Yes.
So who came up with the concept and the name for Situation Changers, and what was the idea behind it?
I did about 3.5 years ago. All right, so to be funny story. All right, so I was married, right? And me and my wife was going through this thing. And, you know, people marriage, I always say people married, when you married, you know you're going to go through some stuff. That's just a given. You know you're going to go through some stuff.
Right.
So I was trying to explain to her, like, every situation don't last always. Our situation will change. The situation will change. I kept trying to say that to her. The situation will change. She didn't believe that. So one day I just hashtagged it, Situation Changer. And people liked it. And then I started just hashtagging it for fun, but just for no reason. It became just the Situation Changers. It was just like, Then I started having other people hashtagging. People start saying my name, and they'll put hashtag Situation Changer. Just like Eddie Bryan hashtag Situation. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. This thing taking up by itself. So I just grabbed it and branded it like fucking.
That's super dope.
So we here, Situation Changers is here. People, when I started, it was just like a thing. It wasn't like people involved. It was just Situation Changers with an S. But I always know if you add an S to it, it's more than one person. You know what I mean? So people always thought it was me and other people. I'm like, nah, it's just me. But I always answer questions like us, we will, you know what I mean? Things like that. So this year I decided, you know what, we got to put some more faces with this thing. You know what I mean? We got to put some faces with this and really make it what people think it should be.
Dope.
So here we are.
Dun, 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 dun.
The Situation Changers.
Hey, locomotion.
So, where did your idea come about? Because, you know, you talked about, you know, the Vegas stuff. Like, where did that idea come from as far as that? That's super dope, first of all.
So, the one way the Vegas thing came from, 2021, 22, I was going all around America. Just flying all around America. And you know how people be, man, Drew, I wish I could be like you. I want to go where you go. I want to do this. I want to do this. And I started doing shows all around America. And, you know, people from Cleveland and different areas, they can't go to Vegas all the time. And I always thought that, like, man, that would be dope just to send some of y'all to Vegas. But how can I do that? I can't come out of my pocket to do it. So how can I do that? So I was like, you know what? Let me do these contests in different cities and have artists and comedians come along, and whoever wins, I just send you to Vegas. And we did it a little bit last year, and this year we did it full-fledged all the way through. We got 8 states, and what's in these places? So it was just a thought of basically just want to send people who can't always go to Vegas or to wherever we want to go, send them there so they can perform in these places.
That's dope. Super dope.
Yeah, Situation Changers, you know. So that's just the base of our everything. Everything we do is just about helping people, you know what I mean? Just whatever we can do. I feel like there's nothing that we can't do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing we can't do. If we just do it, it's going to get done. And that's just my thought on everything. If I think it, I do it, it's done.
So you mentioned that earlier, and I didn't know that. Like, if you mentioned before, please forgive me, a lot of stuff going on in my head. But you mentioned you were married before. For how long?
3.5 years.
Okay. Was it high school sweetheart? Or
no, man, just some bop around, man.
Oh, you said.
No.
You know, ripped her out real quick.
No, it was so somebody introduced me, but yeah, I like the little girl and everything. I don't know what. It was brand new. It was brand new. It was young, and I don't think I'm gonna say us. I don't like to put nothing on nobody. I don't think we understood what we really had in the glory of marriage. But I will marry her again. If that comes to anything.
Right, that's dope.
Definitely would.
Yeah. You give things another try.
Yeah, you have to, because it happened for a reason, and humans make mistakes. You know, they get rid of something, nothing.
Yeah, life be life.
Yeah, so
and then you move on.
I can't blame her. But Queen Ray, how about your relationship? What you single, taken, maybe?
Yes, I am very, very, very taken. I'm so taken. Alrighty.
Oh.
Yes, $5 signs.
Listen.
We have have a very, very, very good relationship.
Okay.
Sometimes it can be rocky. Things can get misconstrued. Sometimes me and my $signs, we just, go on vibes. But some days we get back on track, and we are very close, and I will never, ever, ever let him go.
Ever let
him go.
That's your everything, huh?
Yeah, that's my everything. You are everything.
So what if they cheat?
Huh? Who cheat?
What if your what the $sign cheat on you?
My money will never cheat on me. My money can never cheat on me. Because what's for me is for me.
Facts.
So it's my money, it's mine.
Facts among us.
Okay.
So there was something that you wanted to talk about today.
Yes, actually, I do want to talk. To you guys. I know, this is new and stuff like that, but I just want to kind of bring awareness of Narcan and understanding, the importance of Narcan, and know that they are giving us free kits of Narcan around the city of Cleveland. Definitely at the task force, the Greater Task Force of Cleveland. It's called Project Dawn. They give you fentanyl strips as well because, overdoses is very, 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 popular right now. It's kind of like a fad everywhere you go. Unfortunately, I witnessed the overdose a few weeks ago. And if I had that Narcan, kit in my bag or in my car, something could have been totally different and I could have helped, and, EMT people do not just have to have them. It's kind of just like a AED pad where you, I think I said it right, but for people heart defibrillators and stuff like that, for when somebody goes to cardiac arrest, or it's just like knowing CPR. You'll be very surprised at the help that you can have with carrying a Narcan kit or having it. It's just like a first aid kit. It's very easy. It's kind of just like a allergy nasal spray that you put in their nose every 60 seconds. You get two doses. Your first dose, if that does not work, you get a second dose. But by that second dose, if they're not waking up, the EMS should be on their way by then. Mm-hmm. So I think it's very important that we keep things like that around us. The world is kind of crazy right now, and people are lacing things left and right. And I think that it's imperative that we are aware of certain things like that. So, sorry to get serious on you all, but that's what I wanted to tell you.
No, that's quite all right. I do have a question. I'm sorry, Drew.
Go ahead.
What made you get into this? Because I'm going to be quite honest with you. Like, I was an 80s baby. I was born in the 70s, you know what I'm saying? I grew up, in the 80s. And, back when crack came out, nobody cared.
No, not at all.
And so I'm gonna be quite honest. I hope you don't mind.
Yes.
You can tell me, to hold it back, but when it comes to the fentanyl situation, the heroin epidemic and stuff, the way they treat it versus the way they treated crack and the epidemic and
don't get me started.
Yeah, hey, listen.
Don't get me started.
Okay, so you might understand just a little bit because I know you care about the situation.
Yes.
But I don't care about it.
I don't either. The crazy part about it is I do not either. I am really big on that. I am very big on opioids and seeing how people, the opioid epidemic and how, the world just changed because of big pharma and all of these rules. But I'm starting to see a lot more of my African Americans be affected by it.
Okay.
So that is what bothered me. Listen, I promise you, I hope this does not bite me in the behind from me saying that. But I am really one of those like, sorry for you, can't do anything for you. But the moment I live my life by threes, and I tell my friends this all the time. I see about a third Black person, African American, that I seen overdose on fentanyl or was laced. I said, okay, enough is enough now. You're starting to get my people. You need to relax.
Right.
Y'all need to relax. But I am very big on that. I think about that all the time because they the government literally just sent the helicopter and drop drugs off in in the African American community, and nobody cared. We did not have a resource. We did not have any of that. But now, with the world and how things are going, people are relying on substances to fill a void of what they're lacking in their life. And I see a lot of African Americans becoming victims of that. And that's what's bothering me. I need us to stay focused. I need us to stay grounded. I understand that we are the superior. Do not become down that path.
Absolutely.
Do not go down that path.
Absolutely.
So that is why, trust me, when I tell you I'm the biggest, I believe you on that one. I'm that person. Yeah. So once I started seeing the people of my color go down that path, that's when I started feeling some kind of way.
No. Can't come this way. I feel you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, leave that over there, y'all. That is not for us. Okay?
Thank you for helping me understand.
Yes, ma'am.
So speaking of things like that, I know in Columbus at one of those corner stores, they actually have syringes they sell.
Wow.
And they have clean syringe areas where they can dump it off at. Do you think that's like good for the community?
No, that is horrible.
Yeah, they said it was one of the presidents allowed or passed somewhere they can give them free syringes to keep it clean.
Oh, it's okay if you OD, you just go to the store there.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They said it was a stop.
I mean, I know you're on drugs, but we don't want you to get hepatitis C, so come get this clean syringe. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me.
So you think it'd be better to not to do that service, but then not do that service? They used to be like, yeah, you risk people getting diseases.
But then when we do stuff like that, we are enabling them.
Yeah, I agree.
We are being enablers. And that's unfortunate. And they would have never done that for us.
But is it enabling somebody who's already enabled? Like,
that's like
when you kill. All right, say for instance, like an alcoholic, a real bad alcoholic.
I was just about to say an alcoholic analogy. Go
like
ahead.
A real bad alcoholic, like. If they drink for so long, they have to keep drinking to stay alive. Like you know what I mean? Like you can't just bring them on because then they die. So with that same situation, these people been doing certain things for so long. Do you think that because some people can stop and die?
Yeah, that's very true.
So you think it's like a catch-22 with those type of things? Like we gonna give it to you so you won't die, but if you keep taking, you can die. But
at least if
you stop taking, you die. It's like
it's a catch-22 with everything around here nowadays. You gotta pick and choose your battles.
Yeah, I don't want to fight.
Very carefully. Yeah, we gotta fight that part. I'm tired of fighting. Okay, but I just that's really crazy, and it just goes to show you how in the world that they literally will give you as long as it's not us, they will make sure there's resources available.
Right.
I seen a video about about gun control, and they were talking about if African Americans start getting guns, start doing the same thing that they do, and watch how they set a whole bunch of rules and change the gun control.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh boy.
But as African Americans, we're so scared because we'll get a case in just a heartbeat from the same situation that you just seen a week ago from somebody else. And they went home scot-free, but we got to fight for our lives in court when the same thing just happened to us.
Not just fight though. I mean, it's more of a scare tactic because now you got people that you worry about at home. They might go get because you doing this. If you gonna tell us we gonna do this, it becomes a whole game. And then some people are scared to tell but some people gotta tell because it's like, they kind of, you told? But I told because of this. I got 10 kids, my dude. Like, it's just a game now. It's just like
and it's even with like right now, with the whole gunner thing and YSL and stuff like that. The whole world's talking about, oh, he snitched. I'm not messing with Gunna. Please, please, please do not support that concert so them tickets can go to $20 and I can be in there like, I'm pushing P. Because if y'all want to act like that, listen, I don't have no street code because if I see someone I know, that I care about, next thing you know, they're gone. I am telling, don't play with me. Like I'm saying something, and they get on Gunna and stuff like that. They're saying he's a snitch and all of this, and and I'm not trying to say karma or anything, but you see how Little Baby show not doing good. He's canceling shows now. Who else is canceling shows? It's another artist right now that's canceling shows, and 21 Savage is canceling shows as well. And it's just kind of funny. I'm like, I'm sitting here watching, like, it's funny. You guys had a lot to say about Gunna and stuff like that, and y'all not even selling out concerts.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of concerts, a certain website right now is selling 4 tickets to any concert for $8.
Wow.
Yes.
That is amazing.
4 tickets to any concert for $8.
That is crazy.
It's her website. So we're going to have to look at that website after this and see what we can catch.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
I was looking at it early, but it wasn't ready yet.
Oh yeah, I definitely need to find that out.
Because I want to go to Alicia Keys, man. I want to go to Alicia Keys.
Oh yeah. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm gonna spend my life savings on that Drake concert ticket. I need his sweat to hit me.
To Drake.
Okay. Don't watch your mouth. Okay.
I said to Drake. I was.
Okay. Because it was the way you raised that eyebrow like to Drake. You know, don't do that. Don't do that.
Does he even sweat? I don't know.
I
don't know what he does. I don't know what's going on.
Does he even sweat? Okay, hopefully. Listen, I need him to do me like Usher did Kiki. Okay.
Not about that.
Ooh.
See, I don't know. See, I don't really read too much stuff or what's going on in certain areas, and I did see a picture, and I seen a picture of her wearing something, and Usher, like singing to her like he would do any other body.
Exactly.
And I heard people saying that her boyfriend had a situation about it.
Yeah, you know what? I grew up in the 90s. I grew up with groups and men serenading, you know what I mean? I grew up, my uncle was in a live band, you know, and when Big Bro stepped out on the stage and, you know what I mean, and he gonna sing to you and stuff like that. So I'm used to things like that. So when it was just this whole big controversy, I was like, oh my goodness, haven't artists been doing this for years? Teddy Pendergrass was kissing women in the mouth next to their husbands, and the husbands was not mad. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't think it's such a big deal. You know, because like everybody does that. If I feel like you're not a '90s performer or a '90s male R&B star. If you're not serenading the women and they're not screaming and they're not crying and they're not grabbing and pulling all on you, you know what I mean? What is R&B? Rhythm and blues. You know what I mean?
What are you doing?
What was it? What movie was that? Oh, it was Dreamgirls, and he was like rough and black, baby. You know what I mean? Like, so I just feel like that's what R&B is. You know.
But what was his problem? Is my thing. What was the boyfriend's?
He just said, "Oh wow, you're a mother." That was it. He said, "Oh wow, you're a mother." That's what it was. But the thing is, I just think we're not in people's households.
Right.
I think that is an underlying issue that happened. I think it was an underlying situation that was going on before she even got there for that to blow up like that. Maybe they were already beefing, whatever. That's hearsay. But at the same time, too, check me in private, not in public.
Yeah, facts. That's what somebody said. I read that part. That's what I was like. But I mean, I don't know. I've never been a mother, so I can't tell you what I should wear or feel or act as a liberated woman.
Yeah. But at the same time, too, he really was posting pictures of Kiki with underwear on and her hand across her boob when she was pregnant. So, so for you to do that and, you know, turn around and say that and stuff like that, you know, don't be mad because Usher was singing to your girl. Just say that, like, Usher, back up. You know what I mean? And now they made it this whole controversy and everybody is just like, when they come up. Don't sit right there. You know Usher about to come sing to you.
You know Usher
about to come sing to you. Get a real fan to sit right there so that they can enjoy that experience. Stop. Why are you sitting there all, oh my God, no, Usher, don't touch me. I'm going to be respectful. Like, shh.
So has Usher become unreasonable?
No, it's not that. It's just that now girls are trying to be funny, like Sweetie or like Cash Doll. They were just all like, you know, or not Sweetie. I don't know what Sweetie was doing and stuff like that, but Cash Doll, you know, they made it a point like, you know, I got my man here. Don't sing to me. Don't serenade.
Oh, so if he's not
here.
Winnie
Harlow, the model.
Oh yeah, she just jumped right in his lap. Like, girl,
my boyfriend's lap.
If anything, if I was the boyfriend, I would have pushed her up and be like, Usher, sing to me.
Well, okay, so. Coming from a married woman, she didn't do the wrong thing. She did the right thing. Right?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. The Boondocks tried to warn us about Usher.
He did.
Shut up.
Riley said that's T.I.
Yeah, listen. So he had old boy outside singing "Burn in the Rain" and stuff. Usher was all over his wife. Usher is a serial. He is a serial wife shooter.
Yeah. So you telling me that if you or your husband was at a concert and Usher grabbed your hand to stand you up to just sing to you, you'll be like, no, that's okay.
No, I would. I wouldn't give, but I absolutely book. Like, what?
Yes, Usher.
My husband ain't gonna turn his back to Jill, Scott, or Janet Jackson.
Because now I'm not gonna trust you. I'm gonna go home at night and not trust you because what's wrong with you? Why won't you sing? Why won't you let Jill Scott sing to you? You see who Jill Scott is?
Yeah.
So now I don't trust you.
I don't know, but Janet could get punched in the gut though.
No.
Janet she go the extra mile. You know, I ain't having that shit.
She said, I just wanna be at you.
You had your chance though, girl, with that boy over there in the Middle East.
Oh, yeah, when she was in Hawaii, I had no business watching that Hawaii show. Okay, as a kid. I think it was like 1999, and he was sitting on that little thing, and it looked like a science thing. I remember that show perfectly, because I think that was like her very last concert years ago before she was going back on tour again, but it was in Hawaii, and I was a child, and I had no business watching Janet Jackson as a kid anyway, but my godmom had everything of Janet Jackson, and I always used to watch it, and I remember watching that video, and that's all I think about, so you're correct. That is so
anytime, any place.
Okay.
That's my song.
Listen, you go, because why won't you let Jill Scott sing to you?
Right. He want me.
Okay.
This might end up, listen.
Listen, you gotta think about that. You don't want Jill Scott singing to me.
You're gonna get tired of that anyway. You're gonna get tired of that anyway because she's not gonna be there around because she's always touring and stuff. So just come back.
I'm gonna get tired.
Listen, I'm gonna get tired.
Yeah. I couldn't even imagine.
Right,
tired of what? Not like it happens every day.
What? She said you stay here and get order what you want.
No.
I'm tired of. We here. She said, get what you want, boo.
Oh my goodness.
I'm getting what I want.
Listen,
Jill gonna have men dropping their drawers
and sleeping naked. Just walking naked.
Listen.
Go to the park naked. Show, baby. Let's go.
She talking about la 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 la.
Right.
I'm harmonizing with her. La. Baby, we out here.
You love me.
Okay.
Especially.
Right.
Every time.
I ain't beneath that. Listen. So I'm one of those guys. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm alien. I love. Like I love like this. You know what I'm saying? Like serenading. If I can't sing, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna serenade you. Do some dances, some stuff that I normally wouldn't do. That's how you know you're gonna love when you do some things that you never normally want to do with somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tell you how I feel. You better not tell somebody else I know. I already told you, so somebody else told me I know it was you.
Right.
I love love, and I think I make sure I shield myself because I am so protective and crazy about love. You know what I mean? I am one of those ones that, you know, I'm willing to do whatever, just let's make sure you're willing to do the same for me. You know, and sometimes, you know, the energy is unrequited a lot. And a lot of times, you know, women, we do not use our discernment and pay attention. You know, we just kind of get caught up in our delusion in our head. And sometimes we're left hanging low. It's very seldom you hear men say, you know, I love love like that.
Right.
You know, a lot of times it's, you know, what can you do for me type thing. And it's not just a love. Like, you know, sometimes I wish I was old enough in the 90s just to experience like that 90s R&B love. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
That a lot of people had. Like, oh my goodness.
That 80s, 90s.
It's that 50s for me. It's that old school 50s love.
Okay, I can take you there with the 60s and the 70s.
You know what I'm saying?
That's when porn got a little
I was about to say, 70s was a little porn and shit. But that 50s when you just knew, like, you was married. I met you at 12. Maybe that's that. I thought that was for everybody. When I was growing up, I thought I was going to meet somebody at 13. We was going to be together forever. I seen that on TV, movies and shit.
Yeah.
I just thought that was just going to be our lives forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came like that's what I come from. Like, my mom and dad been together since they were 15 and 16 years old. Me and my husband grew up across the street from each other, so we seen each other in diapers.
You know what I'm saying? That type stuff, you know what I'm saying?
I see what you do for others. It's me again.
Like my sister been with her husband since they was 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? 36, 37, like 37, 38. So I'm like 38. So I was like, man, it gotta be me. Like, what?
Yeah, you know, no, for real.
No, it's about
we're perfect. It's not us.
Okay, great.
Yeah, you know, like it'll come to you in time. What's for you is for you. Honestly,
no,
because Like me and my husband, it wasn't no automatic thing. You know, we went out there. I went to college. I kind of traveled the world a bit, and then by the time we got into our late 20s, he had been trying to get me to be his girlfriend. I rejected him so many times.
Dang.
And listen, not because I didn't like him, but because my husband was out there. He was a hoe.
Oh my
I get it.
I seen it. I'm like, no, you gotta calm down, baby. And plus, you too skinny. So,
gosh,
you have to feed him first.
Well, he was an eater. We just didn't know where it went. Because my husband, to this day, he's an eater. But
we just don't know where it's at.
Yeah, he had to get life on in the end.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I love. I just love that old school, I can't breathe without you, love. I've been together. We've been together 40, 50 years, love. Like, I make sure that I put that in my prayer, that I have that energy in my life, that's something that my heart and soul do long for. But I want to make sure that it's right. Sometimes we just get a feeling. We just want to jump into it. You know what I mean? And but it's different when you grew up with someone, or like when you've been there, as kids and stuff like that or whatnot, and you just kind of see people on a different level at a different age. You just be like, dang, kind of like you just said, y'all grew up across the street from each other. But Music Soul Child has this song called Girl Next Door. And one of my favorite songs, he was just like, if I would have knew the girl next door would have been you, I would have been nice to you.
Okay, you better say that. You got me over here dancing with no
But no, for real. Yes, that is amazing. I love that. But yeah, love is beautiful. Like, I have a wedding coming up next month, and we went to high school together, actually. We all went to high school together, and we all was like this big gang together. Not gang like that, but we were friends together. We all hung out and stuff like that. Yeah, so for 12, 13 years later, I get to save the date from two friends. I think that is just so cool. It's just so cool. And they weren't even together then. We were just all friends,
So am I the only one who has like a wedding date planned right now? Like, I want to get married for 2024.
Oh my goodness!
That's my wedding date.
Oh my goodness! Do we have a prospect?
Can we get names up at your wedding?
I have a prospect. I've been like getting this girl for a long time.
Oh wow!
She ain't not really cipher yet, I guess.
Right.
But it's coming. I guess it's coming because I never stopped liking her. I never, how you pursue somebody, you never stop pursuing them. So you're like, oh yeah, this is the one. I never stopped pursuing. And then you can lack off but still be that pursue. So I'm still pursuing that. You know what I mean? But I don't know if she wants it as much as I do. And I think that's the thing. Like, because I was like, after a while, I was like, I keep pursuing with it. What am I chasing?
Right.
Am I chasing my thoughts or am I chasing you?
Because sometimes we do chase that delusion.
But this is the person I want to be with. Like, this is the person I'm like, 2024, shawty. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I guess it's just all on her to say. Yeah. But I think you got to ask the person too. But you know how, as a male, you could talk about it, but they ain't saying, if they ain't as excited as you, like, it's like, well, I want to ask you, I want to know.
Yeah, no, that's real. That's real.
I need you to be excited. I need you to be like.
Yeah, I need you to be ecstatic.
Yeah, that's all I know what to do.
And that's so funny how you say you have the wedding date plan. I have my wedding plan. I've had my wedding plan since I was about 20 years old. I literally always joke around with my cousins and stuff and say, I just need the groomsmen. Like, just listen. I just need the groomsmen. Like, get it together. You don't have groomsmen? Don't worry. I just need my groom. You don't have groomsmen? I have cousins that'll fit in, like, that on your side. Don't worry. It's 10 of them. Like, don't worry. Okay, I got that covered. Just be here at the wedding date. Like,
this time.
Like, I got your tuxedo appointment ready, baby. Show up here at 12 o'clock. He's going to fit you. You don't have to do anything. The colors, the plans, the music, my flower girls, my ribbon girls are planned. Like, do not.
So, do you think, at our age or our group of age, do you think marriage is still a goal? Or you think I want to do something, I just want to have fun now, and when I get 50, I want to get married?
There is a percentage, just like there's a percentage of everything. You know what I mean? But I think a lot of millennials still deep down long for love, but we just seen how tarnished it was around us, so that we're too scared to actually dabble. So we say, hey, we're friends. Hey, we are, that's okay. We're going to do everything, but no title.
Does that come from the situations around you? Hashtag situation changers.
Hey.
Yes. Look, I got an idea. But, does that come from the environment around you? Or or is it from what is fed to you? Because let me tell you something.
That's social media culture, I think.
Yeah, see, that's my thing. And see, that's
social media culture played a big thing in it.
I think that's what I'm trying to urge people to get away from is, like, because not everything is what it seems, Even like when you're trying to become a star, like that other side of the world, it's not what it seems. People that seem like they're 6 feet tall are really only 4.
Yep.
The people that seem like they're stick, they fat as food, stuff like that, So, like, I would urge everybody just to not, if it's not around you, then you don't see it or you don't hear it, because influence, good influence and bad influence. Unfortunately, we're in a day and age where people are picking up on bad influence, and I do not know why. I guess because in anything.
Music.
Yeah, that too, but I think in anything bad, that is easy to go towards what's easy to get versus, what you have to work for. Yeah, I hate to say that.
That's why I'm an alien, because my thoughts is always the opposite. I'm like,
yeah.
How do people do certain things just easy? I'll be trying to, I don't know.
Yeah.
But me and Ace was having this conversation about, Ace was having this conversation about, like a couple weeks ago about marriage in our young age, and do we want to get married as males, and is it from our trauma in the past that keeps us even from being in relationships?
Yeah, all of that plays a factor into it. If you haven't grown up in that type of environment that would teach you not to say that it's not there though, because that's a pet peeve of mine. Like, just because it's not there in your life doesn't mean that it doesn't exist.
Not at all.
And not that he's not here to speak for himself, but he was saying that sometimes it comes from the lack of, like y'all was saying, people around you who are married. So you're not married because people around you not married. And I told him, like, that's not true, because everyone around me, my cousins, my sisters, my aunties, my little cousins, my baby cousins, they all married. So they've been around people married. So it's just like, I would love to be married. It's just the people who I want to marry, not used to people being married.
And it's it's also about wanting to break that cycle and wanting to break that curse. You know you love love. Just because you didn't see love growing up doesn't mean that you are, not able to have it. And sometimes I think people in life punish themselves because, well, my mom didn't do it, my dad didn't do it, my grandma didn't do it. So what? That's not your life.
That's right.
You know what I mean? This is your life and your path. You know you want a wife. You know you want a husband. Why shy away from that? Because you didn't see it growing up. Do the work. It's something that you want. Do the work.
Right.
You want a career. You did the work for it. You want love. Do the work for it.
That's facts. Yeah. Oh, and that's another one. I mean, I know it's all women here now. I know I might get.
No, it's okay. I got you.
See, that's up. It's going down. That's okay. They both say it, which means I shouldn't be saying this. So it's this thing about men and women, right? Some women don't like their male, like their mate, their person, to tell them what to do, in a sense. And it don't even got to be a sense of like me demanding you to do something in a forceful way. Just me saying, hey, babe, how about this? Or, hey, babe, you should do this type thing. It's like, why you tell me what to do? It's that, but then they go to work and they be around these people all day who boss them around, and they're so accepting to it. No problem. I'll do it. I'm about to do it now. And there's something. And some people say, I do it because they pay me. It's like, they pay you what?
Right.
Okay.
So for you to they pay you enough for you to mistreat your husband, who you supposed to be in that type of situation with. So I just want to know, how can people sell? Is this selling your soul? Is that a partner or like selling your soul?
It's about, first of all, it's about leadership. It's about being able to lead. It's not about what you say. It's how you say things. You know what I mean? If you know your girl is one of those ones that's like, don't come and like, it's like a reverse psychology thing. Even with my nurse, my being a nursing assistant and with my residents, you know what I mean? I got to make it think it's their idea, or they're going to tell me they don't want to do it. You know what I mean? It's just about learning how to love your partner towards where, oh my goodness, if I told her this, no, never mind. I want, I want to start walking and stuff like that. I want her to feel any kind of way about her weight. So let's just go walking together. You know what I mean? Let me go start buying more fruits in the house and stuff like that. It's not about saying, oh, I think you should do this. It's about what you say and how you say things. And then at the same time, too, if I'm married and I'm going to work, I got to listen to these people. It's an issue because if I'm married, you're paying all the bills. I'm not going to work. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not working. So then I will be more open to listening to you. Want to know why? Because you protect me and you provide me. You provide for me.
There you go. My point again, then. You're only doing it because I'm providing. It's not like you're doing it because...
Exactly, because you're the man.
But what I'm saying, I'm talking about, okay, that's right. But I'm talking about how you explained it was, when I go to work, I listen to them because they pay me. But when I don't work, and I'm home, I'm only listening to you because you pay all the bills. Is that
no?
fair?
Well, okay, I still see what you're saying, but no, but it's not what you say; it's how you say things. Point, I think it's just not what you say; it's how you say things. If you want your wife to do something, or you think you want to tell her an idea or something that she'll probably push back on, think of your words and think of how you want to say it.
Yeah, I have no problem paying all the bills for the right one. And like I said, because, everyone ain't the right one. You get with some relationships, you want to move in, and somebody supposed to think he was just like, yeah, okay, I don't mind it, but is this something we going to do it forever, or you just want me to pay these bills for the 6 months until you get yourself together? And when you get yourself together, I ain't here no more.
Yeah.
Because that's called an investor. And
right. And that's why I ain't looking for no gold digger. And that's why I do not believe in living with a man unless I am married. So that is not an issue. Why, you know what I mean? Why are you moving in with someone and you feel like you do not want to be with them forever?
Yeah.
And why, that part. You know what I mean? And why, as a man, why are you moving in with a female? Your time could be temporary.
Exactly. And that does exist a lot more on the male side. I'm sorry.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah, that does exist a lot more on the male side than the female. And wow, yeah, that's a lot. That's a discussion that should be had. I got a little cousin. Well, he ain't little. He's 42. But we gotta have that talk. Because what I did not know, y'all, he knows some dirt. First of all, he found out 2 weeks ago that he got a 6-year-old son. Yeah, and so I was like, he has issues. Okay, let me step back. He has issues with the mothers of his oldest 2 daughters. And I'm like, well, it's not like they didn't know who you were because my cousin was big time.
Yeah, right.
It's not like they didn't know who you were before they had these kids. He's like, no, they didn't. I'm like, what? Yeah. He's like, no. He's like, there was one night stands. He's like, one girl I probably knew for a week, and the other one was a one night stand. I'm like, they still had those kids by you?
And I think
I'm not landing with no man, and I only known him that night, and I'm having a kid. I cannot believe. Exactly.
Like for what? Man, so this is gonna be a great show. I got so many topics. We're gonna hit them all today. But all right, so when y'all just said that with the whisper, Planet Parenthood, right?
Yes.
So it's okay for a woman if she's not ready or don't want the child to Planned Parenthood, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if this woman has a child with this man? They was in a relationship, one night stand. They was in maybe a 2-year relationship. Mm-hmm. She had a baby. Now that she had a baby, is it okay for him to be like, you know what? I don't want to take responsibility to pay for this child. Should anybody be mad about that?
Yeah,
you should be mad about it.
But why?
Yeah.
So what if the same man wanted the baby and she aborted? That's what I'm saying. So
damn, that's tough.
See what I'm saying?
So stuff like that. That is why, as women, we need to learn how to keep our mouths closed. Yeah. Women are emotional. So women, when I'm pregnant, I want to let you know I'm pregnant. I need the money. Knowing that this man y'all have had conversations about children before. You guys converse. Definitely, if you guys know each other and stuff like that or not. If you see this man always talk about, hey, I want kids. This is something that I'm interested in and stuff like that or not. Secretly, go handle that stuff and be quiet.
Secretly? Oh my God. Oh. I'm killing all of them.
You know what? I feel like,
She said secretly.
Yeah,
I thought you wanted to make a good point.
In knowing that too, though, I'm sure there are discussions that either weren't had at all, which should indicate something to you, or there are men that also express that I don't want no kids, and then there are women that go on ahead and like, this my
body. This my body.
No, that's not right though. Yes, your body. So why don't you make it wiser decisions?
Exactly.
And then the god awful part to me is the fact that they have kids and don't consider them kids.
Oh my goodness.
I just got finished watching Terrell Banks. He just won custody of his son. He with the Sacramento Kings. In LA, the mother was ordered to hand the child over and stuff. Woo, she is a dirty dog. Lord have mercy. Feeding the kid all types of rawness about the dad and everything. She just being real filthy about it. The stuff she was doing, she got arrested, for starting fights in bars and stuff. And they're like, no, there's something not stable. We rather have him go with the father, And it's like, you set this.
I got questions.
You set this, thing in pace where this is the type of life you're living, and to take it out on the father, because he's not doing what you want to, it's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because don't nobody pay but the kid.
No, and it sucks because that's one thing I love my mom, and I appreciate my mom because my mom, at the end of the day, regardless of what a father or daughter situation is, I never heard anything bad about my father.
Yeah, absolutely.
I had, you as a parent, let your child is going to get older.
Yeah.
Let your child see who that person is for themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're going to trust me. They're going to know. They're going to be wise, and they're going to realize something is not right. Yeah, and that is something that I appreciate because my parents do not talk. Anybody in my life, I've never seen them bad talk the father of their child. They always let them decide for themselves. Yeah. They've always let them decide for themselves, regardless of what the situation was, what happened. You know what I mean? Why would you bring a child in this world and you just gonna dog them to their father?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good or bad.
Yeah, because that's not, and unfortunately, some kids fortunately some don't take it in, but unfortunately some do.
Yep.
It's like, even once they get grown, it's like, do you have common sense enough to look at this situation for yourself? Because some don't.
No.
I know a personal situation. Yeah, but hurt from what? Because, when you get the opportunity to live outside of what you grew up going through because of their inconsistencies or because of their lack of respect for the relationship that they have or don't. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when do you take a moment in your life to sit and evaluate and then take things for yourself? You get a second chance.
Mm-hmm. And one thing I learned was people don't want to see the truth. You have the truth, but people don't want the truth. Yeah. They're okay with living in that bubble of delusion. Don't bring me that truth.
Right.
I don't want nothing to do with it. I see it. I hear you, whatever, but I'm going to go back to continue what I know.
So, man, these are good things. I'm about to. So, all right, let me step back because y'all said some things I want to. So, let's go back to the mother thing about the mother.
Let it go.
You said the mother getting child took away because she's disorderly or she do some stuff. Mm-hmm. All right, man. So a lot of mothers get their kids took away because a lot of they be on here like twerking and stuff and doing all these profound things on visually all the time. And then they go out, as soon as they hear a song, they may be shaking. You ain't even got to hear a song. Somebody can whistle and they shake it. But just visually all the time. Is that like, because my daughter seen you do this all the time. My daughter seen you do this everywhere we go.
Yeah. You with the child when you doing this?
They
okay, no, that's different. I'm like, why you gonna tell her if she out with her friends and stuff? But
sometimes they with their child. Some of them, all they got is their child. So they do this everywhere they go with their child. Wow. Every shaking butt. I'm sitting there like, yeah, this little girl is watching this. Oh my God. So I'm just sitting there like, because I got 3 girls. I'm just like, man, my young ladies learned this not from the TV, but from their mom. Because I'm looking, I got 2 daughters by one lady and another daughter from another lady. The one daughter, she doesn't do those things because her mom doesn't show her those things. She don't know about twerking and all those things and snapping the neck back and forth and all those reality TV shit. But other daughters, they mom is that heavy. So that's how they talk. That's how they move. So I'm like, it's not the goddamn on TV, it's the mama.
Yeah.
Of course. But it's always the household. It's just like a little kid going to school. It's just like a little kid going to school and bullying somebody. Yeah. It starts in the household. So, you know what I mean? Everything literally starts at home and in the household and what they're influenced around. It's about, making sure your kid don't go to a sleepover because they got older siblings, and that's how a lot of kids get exposed to certain things.
So if a mom takes care of their child, like, gorgeously, fed, clothed, all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Kids are healthy. Are they a deadbeat mom if they don't allow the dad to see them?
Yes, they are.
Now, what's the situation with the father?
Does it matter?
Yes.
Yes. Because he can be some abusive.
Abusive.
No, to the mother or whatnot.
But he don't have to see the mother. He wants to see the kids.
It's not about that though. Of course, no, because eventually he can take it out on that. It can take it out on the child. You never know. You can punch me in the face. You can punch me in the face all weekend. All weekend. Then you want me to bring my child over you to your house on the weekend. How do I know you're not gonna punch my child in the face when you get upset with them?
That's the chance you gotta take because I don't know how I know that you out here messing with these different men. You out here twerking everywhere. How do every man that's been out your house ain't looking to peek into my daughter's room?
Now that's different. Like, you know what I mean? That's something completely different. You said if it's a deadbeat dad, you know what I mean? If it's a deadbeat dad,
she's still a deadbeat mom though. If you can still take care of your own kids and stuff and still have man come to your house all day and still be just a character.
Okay, that's different. You know, women having different men around kids and stuff like that or not. But you speaking from keeping your, is it bad to keep a child away from a deadbeat father?
No, not a deadbeat father. You're a deadbeat mom keeping it from a dad. He ain't even a bad dad. He's a dad who wants to be around his kids.
Yeah, no, that's different. But sometimes
that's the type of dad we talking about, though. I ain't talking about
like,
people who punching and.
Oh yeah, like it's certain stipulations. If you're a great person and stuff like that, that's on the mother. You know, what you do is your karma. How you react to it is yours. You know, and at the end of the day, like if you just one of those moms that's bitter or just upset and stuff like that overnight and do not want to bring you around the kid, that's going to affect your child because you don't love it. Do you truly love your child? Okay. You know what I mean? Or why did you have a baby, in this world if you're not going to allow this person to be your father? You know what I mean? Like, I just, sometimes parents do keep their child away from their dad because sometimes their dad is like a horrible person. Yeah. Their dad is secretly, narcissistic or, very negative or very alcoholic and stuff like that. Yeah, it can be very careless. So that's stuff like that. And two, are you inconsistent? Mm-hmm. You could be a good father, but I take my kid to practice all week. You come to the game. That's it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You come to a game. That's it. You got some cleats. That's it.
Am I just coming to the game because of my circumstance? Now, you're going to practice because he lives with you and he has to get home some way. Now, if I live with him, he'll be going to practice with me and you'll be on the other hand. So is it the circumstances that you...
No, it's not the circumstances. As a father, you can literally call my phone and be like, oh, you got practice Friday, Saturday, you got practice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, at what time? All right, I'll come get her. That's her. You know what I'm saying? This could be my week. Or, you know what I mean? I switch out with you.
I do it this week.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? As a father, are you doing that? You just showing up to a game. You know what I mean? I've been here all
the hard work.
I woke up with her. She hard to get up. I had to make sure she had breakfast. Not only did I had to leave work early because you didn't answer your phone when the teachers was calling you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's
that's cool. I mean, I appreciate you doing that, but man, I gotta work these two jobs because I have to pay for your household. I got people in my household. It's hard for me sometimes to go to practice. I made the game sacrifice myself to even come to the game because I'm supposed to be at work because you asked me for these things again. So I got to do all these things.
But that's you making it about you and not about the child.
Not about me. It's about the child because all these things, as soon as I miss a payment, it's about the child. As soon as I don't buy something for the child, it's about the child.
So you're saying take care of the household or miss a payment. Are you taking care of the household or are you paying child support?
I'm doing both because I have to, because you ask me for stuff and I got to pay child support. And my kids still calling me for stuff. And I still got to pay for my stuff. And I might have another child. And I might have a girlfriend.
Well,
and I got
all
all
on you.
That's
on
you,
player.
Yeah. Nah, but see, that's
you got to handle your responsibility.
All these things are my responsibility. But my main responsibility when I first came and did these things was to be in my child's life completely and live there. When you took that away from me, that took away everything. That kind of unbalanced my whole life. Now my whole life is trying to balance everything now.
Did you get it taken? Did she take it away from you, or did you do something to get it taken away?
See, it's always the man's fault.
No, it's not.
We're not putting it at fault.
I said she took it away from me. Then y'all asked me the same rhetorical question to blame it on the man.
We're giving different types of situations that go along with these situations.
I literally said
hashtag situation changes.
Okay.
I literally said you took the kids away from me, and y'all asked me the question to make it seem like it was my fault. The man is always gonna be wrong. I can say, man, she beat me up, and she gonna like, well, what did you do? Like, man,
let me tell you something. I had a big brother, and I love him to death, and he's amazing. He showed me what it was like. Even my father. My father didn't have a car or anything like that growing up, but my dad had me on the bus with him. I was right there on the bus, and I had a bus ticket right with him. You know what I mean? Exactly. There's no excuse. My dad wasn't like one of those ones that like had a whole bunch of money and stuff like that. My dad taught me how to do free stuff and cool things around the city. My dad taught me, you know what I mean, taught me certain things. Or like even my brother, I had a brother Dre. When I tell you he worked one job so that he could pay child support and still was trying to fight for custody for his kids. And did stuff on the side to make sure that he provided. You know what I mean? He did not miss anything. He'd call his job in a heartbeat. Look, I can't come. My son got this. My daughter got that. Are we putting that stuff first? Because at the end of the day, you call me, I had to quit my job because of the game. I love you and I appreciate you for that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just... I'm not
different
saying
woman,
that.
You're a different woman. Someone ain't trying to hear that. Someone like, well, you ain't gonna never see this kid till you. It's like someone just want to make it hard for you. When this life is so easy, some people just want to make it so drastically hard for you.
But then at the same time, too, we got to ask ourselves, we seen those warning signs before we decide to lay down and shoot up the club. We seen those warning signs
and everything. We see warning signs when we pick the job. We see warning signs and everything. That mean we really do it. But when you with somebody, not a one night stand type thing, like when you say, okay, we're gonna have these kids together, we're gonna do this, and y'all actually have kids together. So as a man, you actually planned that. So as a man, when you start planning things like that, you trying to see that all the way through, because you didn't just plan the birth. You planned the 18 years after that. You planned the grandkids. You planned all these things in your head. So when all that is taken away as a man, everything is unbalanced. Everything is unbalanced now, because as a man, when you have kids and family, you are looked at to be protected. So you looking at the future. You building this future. When that's taken away, everything falls from your mind, because you don't know what to do. Because I had these plans, but do I do that now? Because it ain't the same. Do I go this? You can say but as a man, it gets totally lost, because your whole thought process is to be with your kids every day, be with this woman every day. Everything is gone now.
No, it's not No, that's not true. Because if you really still wanted to be with them, you go there in the morning. You go there in the morning when they about to leave out the house for work. Go to school.
That's easy.
You'll be there at the end of the day when they get off school.
That's easy. But I got to be to work at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, so you have to
be. I got to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's easy, but I don't get off the 4. That's easy, but I'll drive. See, all these things that's easy, but that's real life. Real life is I gotta be at work at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's real life. Real life is I don't get off the 4 and I work all the way outside town. And by the time these are real life things. These things like I could just do. These are real life situations.
Okay, and you know what? And I understand that, but guess what? In real life, you working.
It's just a simple thing. You can't be there in the morning, but you can't be there at night and tuck them in bed and then go home.
You can't, because she won't let you in the house. She won't want you even there. It's situations where sometimes you can want to be super dad.
So it's moments like that.
But you just
it's moments like that. Do you have your stuff in order? Are you willing to go to court? You know what I mean? It's things that you can do.
Do you want to go to court to take your kid? Now you're making their life.
It's not taking your kids. It's just equal opportunity.
I'm talking as far as like some men want full custody of their child. But then we're wrong when you want that. It's like that. Are we wrong? Because we wrong.
It's not okay. So in life, we're gonna be right. Your people gonna like you and love you regardless.
Does not matter.
Exactly. You go regardless if you're wrong or not. You can say I'm wrong, but I want my child. You know what I mean? Hey, you gotta let the court decide. We gonna just let the court decide. If that's what you want to do, then okay, we'll just let the court decide. But 9 times out of 10, I've only seen 2% of men that actually go into court to have everything in order that they needed to do. Everything in order that they needed to do. Exactly. Yes. They be like, I want custody of my child. I know this guy trying to get custody of somebody's child. I mean their child, and he went there, didn't even have an apartment building for the bedroom for the child in the apartment building. How you want to have a child? How you want him to have custody? You don't even know what his doctor's appointments are. You don't even know what type of medicine he's on. You know what I mean? Tell me what shoe size he is right now at this day. Not 2 months ago, because he just hit a growth spurt. So let me know what that is. You know what I mean? So a lot of times men aren't even able to answer that question, but they say, I want full custody. I'm going to get full custody of my child.
Right.
And I mean, that sounds cool, but I just like to see the reverse. If I had the child every day, I know everything about the child too. Yeah. I mean, that's just common sense. You're around the child every day. You're around the kid more than night. Of course, you know what he likes to eat. My baby, I said, listen, I'm not around her every day. When she with me, she like to eat this. I don't know what she eats on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm not with her on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So don't ask me these questions to make it seem like I'm less than a father when I don't know that you around her every day. You buying her these things, all these different things. So make it seem like
you can ask though, like, hey, you know, what does she like to eat when she's with you?
But it's different when she's with me. It's gonna be different because we do different things. She go to sleep at different times. She around different people. Everything is different. So I can't go by what she does with you because it's a whole different life. When she around me, she act like she's a superstar. She's so glowy and she's around her cousins. But when she around you, she's just by herself. And so she got that. So it's different. That's what I'm saying. So it's not everything is a situation when you really broke down to it. It's not gonna be that easy.
Nope, never is.
It's never easy.
It's never easy. But let me tell you something. I helped 2 people. One was a guy that I used to date, and the other was my brother-in-law, and I helped them get custody of their daughters. And it's possible. You just got to be prepared. Like, make sure You keep everything notated, dates and times.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, you just can't tell. Oh, last month I didn't know. I have a date and a time at exactly this time. I attempted to do this. That didn't happen. You know, whether it's hearsay or not in a court of law. When you come with date and times,
with facts
of incidents, whether they're recorded in history or not, that's something that the judges pay attention to.
Like, listen, at this time, I called on Friday. Here go my call log. I sent this message. It didn't get delivered. It didn't get sent. You know what I mean? Like, I called and said this. Hey, she asked me for school shoes. I bought 4 pair of Air Jordans. Here go the receipts. Exactly. So
you say,
but
it's the process. It's the process.
Why do we gotta do that? Like, why we just can't be right?
Exactly, but that's life though. That's like life. That's like when you get pulled over as a black man, 10 and 2. You know what I mean? It's just like that with a woman. Pay attention to your drink when you at a bar. Why do we gotta do that stuff? But it's life. It's something that we gotta go through. You decide to shoot up the club. This is the responsibilities and the consequences that in the action that you have to take. It's a slippery slope.
I don't want to shoot up the club. She held me close. I wish I
Oh my goodness, Jesus! But for real,
Hey, real quick, you guys. I just gotta let everybody know that if you, a family member, or a friend have been affected by violence, know that violence can affect all parts of your life, sometimes in ways you can't see. We know that violence affects the way you eat, sleep, and causes you to lose focus, for anger, afraid, or even use drugs or drinking as a way to escape. But we're here to tell you that violence doesn't have to keep hurting, and you can change your life starting now. With help from the Trauma Recovery Center, we want you to take control of your life. Today can be the day. The Trauma Recovery Center offers real help for real needs in real time. They offer services for food, clothes, safety, emotional support, and a whole lot more. So do not let violence control you. You can break free, and TRC can help. Give them a call at 216-644-5487. They will come to you wherever you are. They offer real help for real needs in real time. And check this out. They can give you the tools to rebuild your life and your health. Call today. They're free. They're 24/7 and confidential. So look, if you want out and don't know where to start, call the Trauma Recovery Center. The Trauma Recovery Center will help you take back your life after violence started today. Call today. Get the help you need today. You call today, I guarantee you, they will call within minutes. And I'm not talking about 10 or 15 or 20. Call today, 216-644-5487. The Trauma Recovery Center of Northeast Ohio, also affiliated with the Center for Families and Children.
Make sure you get that a call.
And ladies, please don't be afraid to go get a gun.
Get
a report and shoot these men.
Wait a minute, don't say it like
I got me one.
You say shoot. Don't say shoot.
Right.
See, we were just talking about how things can influence people the wrong way. Don't say get a gun and shoot these men.
I said get a gun. Make sure you have a report and shoot these men.
Shoot people who do wrong to you.
Exactly. You have to make sure you have a report.
People who do wrong to you, not just men.
No, I'm saying make sure you have a report and shoot these men.
Shoot people who do you wrong.
Yes, and shoot these men that do you wrong.
People, you just.
No, I'm just saying as if when a lot of women be like, oh my God, go get a gun. You already have a restraining order on this man. Shoot him. Please. Live your life. Shoot him. I'll just play.
Hey, once again, guys, don't forget. It was a little. I felt the way like, I can't do nothing to her.
I'm just tired of seeing my women die from domestic violence.
And I'm tired of seeing our men going to jail for getting beat up. It's just terrible. It's just wrong.
All of it is horrible.
See, it's always what did you do? It's never like, man, you got beat up. That's what you shouldn't do you like that. It's what did you do? Like, why I gotta do something? These women out here crazy. You see them on shoot, man, they crazy.
No.
But once again, hey, this is our first show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure y'all check us out every Wednesday from 2 to 4 o'clock on NoStaticRadio.net. You can check us out here. We'll be here from 2 to 4. It'll be me, Queen Ray, your boy Ace Chapo. He ain't here, but you'll see him next week. We're gonna be here doing lots of topics, different topics. We're gonna have interviews. We're gonna be playing some games. We're gonna have some independent artists, music playing. We're gonna be telling you about the places we're gonna be doing on Saturdays, all the events we got coming up. It's gonna be a great time.
And some in-studio performances, right?
And some in-studio performances. Yes.
Situation changers.
Yes.
Taking over lives. Changing people's lives.
So if you would like to be a part of our show and sit down in this chair next to us, make sure you go to situationchangers@gmail.com. That's situationchangers@gmail.com, and we'll get you here, talk to you, let us know what you got going on. Hopefully we can change your situation.
Peace and blessings, y'all.
And don't forget to Situation Changers at Instagram. Instagram Situation Changers. Hashtag Situation Changers every time you hashtag.
And make sure you guys follow me at Queen Ray Soulcentric 21 on Instagram. Alrighty, and make sure you guys look me up on YouTube, Queen Ray, Ray with an E. Alrighty, peace and blessings, guys. And this was so much fun.
Intro your song on the way out.
Oh, yes. So we're going to play Queen Ray, Don't Come For Me. Make sure you guys follow and like, subscribe, do all of that good stuff, download, and make sure you guys go check the video out on YouTube. We had a lot of fun shooting it. And peace out, y'all.
That's I love this song. Alright, you got your song, your performance track. So I was playing that without the words. So I can do that with the words. I'm so stupid. I'm such a bad boy at this point. Such a bad boy.
It's okay. It's okay to look out for your people. That's my cousin's favorite part. Follow me, I'll show you how to live it perfectly. If my winners need it, they know they can come to me. I'm just here to do the things that was meant for me. I could give this game to you, but it don't come for free. Taking my time, ruler of life. I'm buckled in and I'm ready to ride. Can't keep me down, you can catch me outside. By the short way, it's so peaceful at night. People ain't right, they hurting inside. I close my eyes, I don't clear up the lies. I roll this spliff and I sit back and vibe. Be down with my scissors so I can cut ties. I'm on one. Come and hit this long one. If those niggas got some problems, tell them smoke one. If my waiters need it, they know they can't call me. I can't get this game, but it don't come for free. I put myself first, so niggas be mad. Ain't much to say if it ain't about the bad. I get that, you know the rest. Good in the hood from the east to the west. My man said, respect on my name. If it ain't about the vision, get out of the way. Picked up a pen and I ain't been the same. Everything that I draft, it go up in flames. Call me tiny, they gon' say my name. Big Jumbotron and it's spelled Blu-ray. We the chosen ones, we been clear to speak. Life hit differently since Rob is sleep. I'm praying for his kids and I pour out my drink. This for my dogs who ain't live out their dreams. This for my dogs who ain't scared to get cream. Run up them bands doing all of them schemes. We on one. Come and get this long one. If those bitches got some drama, tell them smoke one. I'm just here to do the things that was meant for me. I can't get this game around, but it don't come for free. Better not come for me. Better not come for me. It's gonna come for free. Better not come for me. I'm just here to do the things that was meant for me. I can't get this game around, but it's gonna
Bring it back.
follow me, I'll show you how to live it perfectly. If my winners need it, they know they can come to me. I'm just here to do the things that was
You look good in this video.
It's okay to take your love.
We'd like to thank you for tuning in to Situation Changers. You're on a station where we don't bring no static, but we show no bring no noise, no static radio.net. Make sure you check us out on social media where we absolutely love to hear from you on Facebook.com/No Static Radio LLC, on Twitter No Static _radio, on Instagram with _No Static Radio, and on YouTube at No Static Radio, as well as our newest platform, Discover.tv. If you guys like those replays of this show and others on the platform, check us out on Mixer and Mixcloud.com. And for continuous streaming uninterrupted, that means no refreshing, just sit back, relax, and it'll do its own thing on TuneIn.com, LiveOnlineRadio.net, or MediaQ for continuous streaming of this show and all others on the platform, and for all things on Static Radio, including up-and-coming events, merchandise, and then look at all our great show hosts here. Please check out our website at www.nostaticradio.net Thank you guys for tuning in and stay tuned. Coming up next, you know what it is. We got CC in the building with Lupus straight up here on Your Voice of the Revolution. NoStaticRadio.net, powered by Google, partnered with Colors and sponsored by Lamont Avenue Wines and Cleveland Rugby League and Hot Girls Gear. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
So you do for you said lupus?
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. I'm doing a breast cancer event and I actually need another vendor. Would you want to be interested?
When she, oh, you ain't heard nothing she said.
I heard what she said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was good. That's why you started listening.
My cousin, sickle cell has a sickle cell association. He's there. He does a table. My best friend, she's a type 1 diabetic. They have called I Can Never Inject Myself. They do a vendor table. I'm looking for. I need a breast cancer. I need somebody breast cancer, and I would love to be able to do a lupus table. That would be amazing. Down at Coco Chalky Pains.
When is it?
It'll be in October.
Oh.
So yeah, it's not until October for Breast Cancer Month.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, give me some more
I
information.
sure will. Absolutely. I sure will.
I belong to a lupus support group also.
Oh my goodness.
So maybe the whole.
That would be amazing.
So we can go from there.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. We'll be here every Wednesday, so I'll make sure that I keep you posted. Cool things. Keep you posted and updated. That is going to be beautiful. You do not even understand. We just did a Juneteenth event, and all I had was my sickle cell association table. Okay. And that would be so amazing. He had bags. It was giving people awareness. Keychains. My cousin, she partnered with him and doing like waist beads and stuff. So it was a really, really dope experience. So right now at Coco Chunky Paints at the 5th Street Arcade, it'll be in her basement and her ballroom. And it's a paint and sip, a breast cancer paint and sip.
Oh,
yeah.
That's
That's amazing. So I did a Juneteenth. My first event was my Juneteenth event. I did a Juneteenth. It's called Naturally Sisters LLC. 4 best friends. Just started being very close. I'm a nursing aide. All of them are RNs and nurses. One of them do type 1 diabetes, and we just kind of started this dynamic. And they have a documentary called I Can Never Inject Myself. They were in like an indie festival, North Carolina movie film festival for documentaries and stuff. So that would be really amazing.
Because to see